You know that guy you filled out the survey for? His score is B. He's a guy with promising potential, but he has work to do. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you, things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10 dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10 dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He isn't someone who only talks, he really puts in the effort and sticks to his work. You'll see him staying late, following through on tasks, and making sure everything is done properly. He does not jump from one thing to another or chase new trends, but instead builds slow and steady progress.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he is more likely to quietly retreat, think things over, and keep his feelings to himself. He doesn't usually get angry or lose control, and you won't find him yelling or blaming others. He may not talk much about his struggles, but he won't easily give up either.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
He's not someone who gets into loud arguments or open fights at work, but he may come across as distant or a bit blunt. People will respect his dedication and strong work ethic, though they might find it hard to get close to him or feel that he lacks warmth in conversations. He usually keeps to himself and focuses on his own tasks.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
He will quietly feel proud of you and appreciate your effort, even if he doesn't say much or celebrate openly. He's not the jealous type and doesn't let his own ego get in the way. If anything, he might encourage you to stay focused and organized like he does.
What if you start earning more than him?
He is not likely to hold a grudge or secretly resent you if you earn more. His sense of self worth doesn't depend much on out earning his partner, and he isn't bothered by status games. While he might not talk much about how he feels, don't expect bitterness or sulking from him.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He is quite careful with money and likes to keep things under control. You'll find him planning expenses, organizing bills, and making sure there's enough saved for the future. He would rather skip small pleasures than overspend and regret it later.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He lives within his means and doesn't try to look richer than he actually is. He prefers stability and order, which means he makes thoughtful choices about spending and avoids showing off. He cares about a good home and some beauty in life, but always within reason.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is kind and caring, especially when someone truly needs help, But he isn't always open handed with money or quick to spend. He believes in helping others, but only after careful thought. He wants his support to be practical and to really make a difference. He's not stingy, but he does like to keep things balanced and prefers giving in ways that don't throw his plans off track.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He tends to be quiet about money, sharing details only when he feels it's necessary. You won't find him hiding things or being sneaky, but he does keep some thoughts to himself simply out of habit. If you want to talk about money, you'll need to ask directly and he will answer sincerely.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He believes in keeping things organized and getting tasks done, so he is likely to do his part around the house without much fuss. While he may not always talk about it, he sees housework as something both partners need to handle together for the home to run smoothly. Don't expect him to avoid chores or leave everything to you. If he notices something needs doing, he'll often just get on with it.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He's the type who will actually roll up his sleeves and do the chores, not just stand by and watch or tell you what needs to be done. He takes responsibility seriously and won't shy away from changing diapers, cleaning, or pitching in where needed. You can count on him as a true partner in taking care of the home and family.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He isn't someone who likes to argue just for the sake of winning. If there's a disagreement, he's more likely to listen quietly and think about what you're saying rather than jump in and fight to prove his point. If you speak gently, he will usually make an effort to see things from your perspective.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he doesn't lose control or say harsh, hurtful things. He's more likely to withdraw into himself, become quiet, and maybe avoid conversation for a while rather than throwing insults or acting aggressively. You won't have to worry about shouting or disrespectful behavior from him.
Does he have a bad temper?
No, he's not the type who gets angry quickly. He usually stays calm and collected, even when things go wrong or someone upsets him. This means you won't face sudden explosions or heated arguments with him.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He is able to take responsibility for his actions, even if it takes him a little time to speak up. He might go quiet and think things over first, but he doesn't usually blame others or point fingers at you when something goes wrong. He values peace and fairness, so you can expect him to own up to things rather than make excuses or shift blame onto you.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
Yes, he will respect your boundaries and he takes a clear no seriously. He's not pushy or disrespectful when it comes to what you are comfortable with. You won't find him pressuring or ignoring your feelings.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
He's not the type to take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. Instead of sulking or making you feel guilty, he will quietly accept your feelings and give you space. He values emotional comfort and is not likely to push or complain.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can trust him to handle private moments with care. He values trust and respect, and he's not the kind to use your secrets or intimate moments against you, either in anger or to embarrass you later. He sees these moments as special and keeps them safe between just the two of you.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is naturally steady and committed, not someone who is easily distracted by other women. Loyalty matters to him and he takes relationships seriously, sticking to his promises rather than chasing after new interests. With him, you'll find stability and faithfulness, giving you a sense of security in your partnership.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
No, he is not over possessive or the type to act jealous or controlling. He trusts quietly and gives you your own space without constantly checking up on you or making you explain yourself. Suspicion and drama aren't his style. He prefers calm and trust in a relationship.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
No, with him, being protective does not mean being controlling. He looks out for those he cares about in a quiet and caring way, without trying to dictate how you live or making all the decisions for you. You can expect him to respect your independence and not use care as an excuse to control you.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He will see parenting as a shared responsibility, not just your job alone. He cares about things being fair and organized, so he's ready to step in and handle his share of childcare and household tasks. With him, you get a true partner who believes in working together for the family's well being.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or are upset, he is likely to stay calm and not lose his temper. He doesn't yell or lash out. Instead, he becomes quiet and tries to handle the situation with patience. The children won't have to worry about scary outbursts from him.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
Yes, he will support you as both a mother and as your own person. He quietly values fairness and teamwork, so he understands that you have dreams and needs outside of just motherhood. He respects your independence and won't expect you to give up your identity for the family.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later after kids and marriage change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
No, he is not the type who will change his tune and ask you to quit your job after a child comes. If he supports your career now, it is sincere and part of his overall respect for shared effort and fairness in the relationship. His steady way of thinking means he doesn't make big, unexpected demands.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He's more likely to act polite and respectful on the surface rather than showing open warmth to your parents. His behavior will be steady and proper. He'll help out when needed, mind his manners, and do the right thing at family gatherings. He isn't rude, he just finds it hard to be openly expressive. He will make a sincere effort to adjust to your family rather than expecting your family to change for him.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or tries to interfere, he will handle it calmly and not make things worse. He's not one to argue, cause drama, or lose his temper. You can trust that he won't add fuel to the fire or embarrass you in front of others.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you, but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
He's not someone who plays double standards between private and public life. If he supports you being yourself at home, he will not suddenly demand that you act like a traditional supportive wife just to please his relatives. With him, what you see privately is what you get in public too.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he will support you, though often in a quiet and steady way, rather than making a big scene. He won't jump in just to take sides blindly, but he will stand by you and make sure you don't feel alone during family issues. He's not the kind to ignore your feelings or leave you to struggle by yourself, nor will he side with his relatives just to keep the peace.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
He is not a mummy's boy. While he respects his mother and will always be polite, he does not blindly follow her wishes or put her above all else. If there is a conflict between you and his mother, he will quietly listen to both sides but will choose fairness and what he feels is right over simply agreeing with his family. His goal is peace, and he will support you in a calm, steady way, never just to please his mother at your expense.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
He is not the kind of man who will share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. He values privacy and keeps personal matters between the two of you, rather than looking for outside opinions or comfort. With him, your relationship feels safe and respected behind closed doors.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So, overall, this guy gets a B. He's a guy with potential, but he has work to do to live up to it. Being in a relationship with this man means living a life of steady support and quiet care. He will work hard, keep things organized, and always make sure the basics are handled, bills paid, chores done, routines followed.